What do you think about bringing on our guest? She's been waiting patiently to participate. We've got Joyce Albro here today from the Kentucky Women's History Alliance. Joyce, thanks for taking the time on this wet Wednesday morning to be here with us. Let's talk a little bit about the organization. You said are you the president this year?
I'm president this year.
Okay, congratulations.
Lucky me.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the song, but maybe tell us a little bit about what the Kentucky Women's History Alliance does and, your mission.
Well, we began.
Okay.
In 2016, and I was not part of it then, but in 2016, Sylvia and Don Coffey decided that something needed to be done to commemorate women getting the right to vote. Mm-hmm. And that was 1920. Mm-hmm. So they started the Women's Suffrage Centennial Chorus.
Okay.
Which, let's see, I need to get that out from behind the microphone. And they had written a program about, it took 72 years. For women to get the right to vote. Mm-hmm. They held tea parties and they signed petitions and they did what people did back then to draw a crowd, which is travel around to theaters like the Capitol was here and the Grand is still here. You'd travel around to those small theaters and give talks. So they'd go and give those talks. You traveled on train or in something drawn by a horse, So it was not easy to get around then.
And to get the word out.
Right.
Yeah.
And they did that work. And they held marches and they sang songs. So that first program told that story and sang those songs. And that's what this CD is about.
Okay.
So it started with that effort. And we did those programs. I think I joined about 2018. But we did those programs, and we're hoping to have a big year in 2020. And then COVID happened.
Right, yeah.
So there was that.
Right.
We then decide after 2020, we still have the suffrage program. It's about a 40-minute program. After that, we decided we needed to branch out a bit and have other things available. So we did a program that takes women's rights from 1920 to 1970. And it's also about a 40-minute program, and it's got songs from the era in it. In 2023, we reorganized as the Kentucky affiliate of the National Women's History Alliance. So we've been working as the alliance since then. We'll be celebrating Women's Equality Day on August 22nd at Liberty Hall. We'll have a march down Broadway that's at 9:30. We've got a garden walk that tells the stories of women that we didn't have room for in the script, to be honest about it.
Yeah.
So we've got those available on placards that are around the garden. And then at 11, we'll do our program about Revolutionary War era women.
Oh.
And we are more than a little proud
of
this one. We got together and did the research, found fascinating women. And honestly, the hardest part of the writing process was who we had to leave out.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Because we wanted it to have some linear historical narrative function in it. So we start at around the Tea Party, around that era. And there's so many things about just the Tea Party itself that people don't know.
Sure.
I mean, this is not women's history, it's all of our history.
Yeah.
But the Tea Party itself was utterly nonviolent.
Yeah.
They gave the captain of the ship the opportunity to just leave.
Yeah.
They weren't going to buy his tea, just go. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
The Tea Party itself, they didn't harm anybody.
Yeah.
They hurt no humans. They didn't damage the ship. They just threw the tea in the harbor. And they were a cheeky bunch, which we are also not in touch with, because their rallying cry at that time was, "Let the king's tea steep in the harbor. Maybe it'll be just right by the time it gets to him." So, and women were an essential part of that process of winning the war. So on August 22nd, we'll be celebrating Women's Equality Day, and also giving this program. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
I love history, and that era of history fascinates me.
Good.
And I think that'll be a great program. Hope people get out there on the 22nd.
Yeah. So everybody's welcome to come, right?
Yes. No tickets, none of that.
Okay.
It'll be on the back porch at Liberty Hall.
All right.
So seating will be out under the trees, and we'll be delivering the program from the porch, and letting you know about some women that you may not have heard of, and some details about some of those women that you might not have heard. Can I tell you a little bit about some of the women that are okay?
I was hoping you would.
Well,
when you said that, I thought you were getting ready to. So
I am ready to. There was a woman who protected Ben Franklin's home from being burned down. When the Stamp Act was passed, people were really, really riled. And folks, he was in Europe at the time, and folks thought he had been part of getting it passed. So they showed up to burn his house down. And it was a woman that kept that from happening.
Yeah.
There was a woman who wrote plays and pamphlets. She wrote plays depicting the British as big, boorish bullies. And these plays would be performed, like I said, in the theaters around the area. There was a young enslaved woman who wrote poetry about freedom, which is just compelling. A woman writer is called the secret muse of the Bill of Rights. She would not rest until our individual rights were protected under the Constitution. One of my favorites is a woman she started out in Philadelphia, ended up in London. She could get into the drawing room of whatever British general she was curious about. She would find out planned troop movements in advance.
Wow.
The thing that we didn't have room for that I was just fascinated by, she found out that the British had come up with a smaller cannon that was easier to transport. Now you have to keep in mind the condition of the roads in 18th century New England and in the colonies. So moving a cannon was a hard thing to do, and a smaller cannon that was more mobile was a big deal. And because of her, Ben Franklin, and consequently the other patriots, Franklin was back in America by then, knew about it before it got here. So that was pretty cool. Sybil Luddington, she's one of my favorites that we didn't have room for. Sybil was, if I recall correctly, 16 years old. She was in South Carolina. She rode twice as far as Paul Revere, and she didn't get caught. Paul Revere got caught fairly early on. Sorry, folks, but And Sybil completed her ride. It wasn't reported in any newspaper at the time, so some people dispute it now because it wasn't reported in a newspaper. But she rode twice as far as Paul Revere. And indigo, which is a cash crop in South Carolina, people knew about indigo, but they couldn't figure out how to grow it in American soils. And it was a woman who figured out how to do that. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. It's it's so interesting. We talked about the ways to communicate, and it was obviously way different back then. And it's like they had to work so much harder and more creatively to share, to spread the word.
They couldn't just drop a text.
Right. And there was no Facebook events. You know what I mean? Like you had to go do it.
Right.
It's amazing.
Well, and working on your handwriting at that time. Your handwriting was a reflection of you.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So, I know.
You glad you weren't born?
Yeah.
I know. It was tough.
Oh, that's awesome. So we'll learn more about those ladies and maybe even more if we come on August 22nd.
Yes.
And hear all about it. So,
are y'all going to be singing at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have songs. One is about revolutionary tea.
Oh, okay.
And it being steeped.
Okay.
In the
Nice.
harbor. Do we have time for me to tell you about how we're going to do this?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. We're doing it as Reader's Theater.
Okay.
The Reader's Theater that I know about. This is just what I know about. But you show up dressed in black so that you are a blank slate.
Okay.
And then you add, I'm going to get this all messed up, but that's how I am. You add a shawl.
Okay.
And perhaps a fan.
Okay.
And if you have one, if you're a lady, you have a hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you're.
And the next thing you know, I'm a lady.
Yeah, there we are.
Oh, I left out the fan.
Oh.
Nice.
And if you're
Very cool.
if you're playing a girl, you have a smaller cap.
Oh,
Okay.
cute.
All right.
Yeah.
And we have, I don't have one with me, but we have several of the dust caps, those kind of ruffled caps that women
Yeah.
would wear when
Yeah.
they were cleaning house. I mean, we have various, this is a rather decrepit one, but we have various lace pieces that you can use over the hair or as a collar. If you're like me and you're playing a woman who fought as a man,
Oh, yeah, there's some.
there you
you
go.
got a straw hat and a bandana.
Right.
There you go.
Because many women
Yeah.
fought as men,
Right.
Oh,
and
okay.
some of them were able to get their pension.
Huh. Wow.
Nice.
Really
Yeah.
managed to get their pensions.
Well,
So
they were getting it done.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's awesome. And every means necessary.
Yep.
Okay, so folks meet at the old Capitol to do the march if they want, or come to
The
the Liberty
members,
Hall. Oh,
the members are doing the
Okay.
march. If
Okay.
you want to see the march,
View
you,
it. Yeah.
you come to the old Capitol
Yeah.
or be along Broadway. But we'll be, I do believe, at least the plan is to have fife and drum as we
nice.
march. So our friend Bill Catlett plays flute, and he's learning all these songs for
Okay.
us. So the plan is for him, and then Sylvia Coffey is planning to march with a snare drum. I've never tried to do that.
Yeah.
I wish her luck with it.
Yeah.
I really hope she can. But that's the plan, and I think we'll be wearing costume pieces
Nice.
when we do that.
Well, that'll
So
be
that'll
something
be
to
fun.
see. That'll be awesome.
And then-
Absolutely.
Actually, I brought with me one of the people that we didn't have. What did I do with her? I'll find her in a minute.
Okay.
People we didn't have room for. One of my things about doing this program is to resurrect the camp follower. There was a History Day at the old Capitol a few months back, and we were part of that.
Right.
Sure.
And there were some Civil War reenactors there. And I go over and say hello and said something about camp followers. And the man there said, "Oh, be careful when you talk about them."
Oh. Okay.
Rumors have gone round. But Napoleon said that an army travels on its stomach. Guess who fed that stomach? The camp followers.
I gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
Those women followed the army. They cooked the food.
Yeah.
They washed the lice-ridden
Right.
clothing.
Sure.
I know, but imagine being able to turn in
Yeah.
an itchy shirt and getting a clean one.
Yeah.
And they tended the wounded.
Yeah.
The first and primary camp follower was Martha Washington.
Okay.
You don't be dissing that woman. So, that's one of the things that I really want to make known.
Yeah.
Is
Draw
that
some
those,
attention to.
those women were indeed just brilliant, wonderful.
Unsung heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm looking for Mary Catherine Goddard, and I don't know if she managed to get it into the... There she is! Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't find it, because Zach's got it. She was one of the first printers of the Declaration of Independence. Oh, wow. Nobody's ever heard of her.
Yeah.
There was an official copy that was printed by a mail printer. He was the official printer of the Library of Congress, or whatever they called themselves at that time.
Right. Yeah.
It was not signed. So she was the publisher of the first Declaration of Independence that identified the signers.
Huh? Wow.
To be identified as one of those signers, put a target on yourself. And underneath the signatures of all those men, she printed her own name. It's called the Goddard Broadside.
Okay.
And she stood up right along with them.
Yeah.
She was a prominent printer.
Yeah.
And she stood up right along with them. Elizabeth Ellett was a historian. She preserved a lot of the histories of women. One of the things that we really don't recognize was the War Widows and Orphans Home. It was the first social services agency in the Americas. And it was organized by one of Ben Franklin's daughters, another woman who didn't live to see it come to fruition, and Eliza Hamilton, who was the widow of Alexander Hamilton.
Right.
They were all very involved in making sure that the widows and children of the soldiers who had fought for freedom were cared for. And they made a whole social service agency out of it.
That's very cool.
So there's a lot of fascinating stuff out there.
Absolutely.
And we're hoping to put together a reading list so that people can see some of the things that we have referenced. But really, it's not hard to find additional information. And honestly, one of the things that I'm wanting is to get this material. Oh, I forgot. The reason it's done is Reader's Theater. I left out an important part. It's all done in the first person.
Yeah.
So we don't start with a recitation of the facts that led up to the revolution, which most history programs do.
Right.
We start out with two women gossiping.
Yeah.
Because we would.
Yeah.
And have you heard what those redcoats have done now? Why, those British just act like they own the place. And it goes on from there.
Yeah. Oh, man, that sounds like it's going to be a great event.
It's been a great deal of fun to put together.
Such a great way to learn about all these really cool stories.
Yeah. So. Well, one of the things I want to do is get these voices in the hands of younger women. So we'd love to bring the script to junior high and high schools.
Oh, yeah.
And hand it to their students with a little goofy, a costume piece here and there. Because it makes it very easy to transport.
Sure, yeah.
And let them read these women.
Okay.
And let these women come alive in them. And hope that they'll find other women who have been overlooked.
Right.
Yeah.
So that they feel rightly a part of this nation's history.
Absolutely. As they should.
Yeah,
yes, because they always were.
Right.
We always were. So that's what I've been
up to. Doing the work.
No, I know. You guys are. We're just along for the ride. Again, thank you. It sounds like it's going to be a great time. So we want to remind everybody to come out August 22nd.
August 22nd.
At Liberty Hall. You guys will march there starting at 9:30, but the program at 10. And
no, program's at 11.
11.
They're doing the garden
history.
See, this is you guys got to keep me in mind. I don't know what I'm doing.
You just got to watch them every minute.
I know. And then at 11 a.m. they'll do the Created Equal, the Revolutionary Women's Stories and Songs.
And songs, and it's only 28 minutes.
Okay.
So even if it's hot, just
bring your little fan.
Just bring your fan.
Yes, bring
be a
fan.
lady.
Yeah.
And keep yourself comfortable.
That's right.
Well, Joyce, thanks for all your hard work on this. It is certainly a labor of love, it seems, and so that's great.
It's been wonderful.
Did you hear our question of the day? Do you have a preferred method of communication? Are you a Snapchat person? Do you like to FaceTime? What is your?
Oh my goodness, Well, I'm an old lawyer. Factor that in. So defining the term.
Sure. Right.
What do we mean by communication?
Yeah, I mean, just however how would you reach out to your
If I want to get to know you,
or...
I want to look you in the eye.
Okay, all right.
Okay? So that's one level of communication.
Face to face.
And it's a very different level of communication.
Sure.
I'm also a fan of group text.
Yes.
Okay.
Especially when we're putting together something like this in group email.
Right.
We sometimes get confused by those and have to call each other.
What?
Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. And you just get on the phone and you figure it out.
See, that's how we do side texts.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes you miss, if you miss an email or a message, and then you're like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
So, sometimes
but I've also got a group of friends that Zoom call every Sunday afternoon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because we're in different parts of the country, but we met on a trip to Italy.
Yeah.
And we like each other, and we just keep in touch that way.
That's nice.
So it depends on what kind of communication.
Yeah.
We used to, I can remember when I was younger that before the Zooms, we would just do like a group phone call.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You would have the conference call. And you'd have like 6 people on the line.
Yeah.
And just chat. And
Yeah.
like
Hey, what's up,
whatever.
y'all?
Yeah.
Business
It was a precursor.
conference
Right.
calls.
It was a conference call, a precursor to the Zoom.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, thanks, Joyce, so much for being here and for all that you've done. And I hope you guys have a fantastic event.
Well, we don't stop grinning.
Yeah, right? That's great.
It's just too much fun. So do hope people will come and join us. And we certainly have better shawls than this poor thing. So.
We'll remind folks as it gets closer next week to remind everybody to come out.
On Saturday.
On that next Saturday. But,
Thank you so much.
We'll hope that the weather is good then, hopefully better than it is today. But let's see at least what the few coming days have in store for us when we check in with our weather with WLEX meteorologist Tom Ackerman.